Welcome on board Fly Lufthansa Case Study Group. Our diverse crew is greeting you and wishing you an unforgettable pleasant journey. Bienvenido a bordo.
Welkom aan boord.
مرحبا بكم على متن الطائرة.
Добро пожаловать на борт.
In this presentation, we will analyze the beautiful organization that is Lufthansa and based on the analysis, give recommendations for further improvement. On the way to our destination, the successful Lufthansa strategy will fly over the mission statement, analysis of the external and internal factors, the strategic issue, and land at recommendations. As we are ready to take off, we kindly ask you to fasten your seatbelt, put the seat back up in its right position, and stow the table in front of you. May we also ask you to switch all electronic devices and open your mind. We have reached our first stop on this exciting journey, mission. Let us first get an understanding of Lufthansa and their direction. Lufthansa is a company with long history that started through a merger between Deutsche Airllloyd and Junkers Luftverkehr in 1926. Due to restrictions after the Second World War, it was on April 1st, 1955 that its first commercial flight took from Hamburg Airport, and since then Lufthansa has grown steadily.
Lufthansa differentiates its organization between three main pillars: network airlines, point-to-point carriers, and aviation services. The latter is made up out of Lufthansa Cargo, Lufthansa Ancillary Services, and Lufthansa Maintenance, Repair and Overhaul, also known as MRO. The direction of Lufthansa in all pillars is clear. They want to be number one. Be it in the world for ancillary services, in Europe for network carriers, or in home markets for point-to-point carriers. In the hunt for more efficiency and shareholder value, Lufthansa has applied several strategies to restructure the organization through the years. The last two main programs were the 2012 SCORE program and 2017 7-to-1 program. This last program is still active and identifies 7 fields for further improvement. The basis for our research is the current 7-to-1 program. Based on our analysis, which we will share with you shortly, we identify elements that are, in the current 7-to-1 program, neglected and do in our view have a large impact on the future competitiveness of Lufthansa. We will introduce to you elements for improvement and provide some clear first steps.
Can you believe it? We are already in our second step, analysis. First, we analyze the main opportunity and threats for the aviation industry. The middle income class shows a growth from 2009 to 2030 per region, especially in the Asia Pacific region. The growth is substantial. This can also be seen in the predicted volume of passengers growth. In addition to these potential opportunities, a recent IATA study shows additional opportunities but also significant threats. It also highlighted 13 drives that assist to have a greater than average impact on uncertainty. For example, alternative fuels and energy sources, cybersecurity, extreme weather events, tension between data privacy and surveillance. Here is Lufthansa's position in the industry among competitors. Interestingly, Lufthansa, for example, is 4th in revenue and 7th in the total passengers carried. Still a long way to go from their focus of being number one. Let's have a closer look at Lufthansa's main business units. First, for the network airlines, we give an example on the market share on the profitable North America market. Interestingly, the market share has remained stable for the last 5 years, even with the new competitors. Second is point-to-point airlines, where Lufthansa's operation in Europe continue to evolve with the launch of new ventures and routes, in which low-cost carriers continue to expand their routes between Europe and other countries, resulting in an 8% growth of carried passengers. Looking at the third business unit, aviation services, we see some interesting developments. In cargo and MRO sectors, there are a decline in revenue. However, the ancillary sector have become a growing revenue source for airlines, which focus in introducing more ways to earn from all aspects of the customer experience.
Based on our extensive analysis of Lufthansa and its environment, we can identify the main strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. To start with strengths, we see that Lufthansa has made some important steps to become more efficient, both in urbanization but also by investing in the more fuel-efficient planes. Furthermore, it profits from a strong brand name. To summarize the weaknesses, we see that Lufthansa's focus on becoming more efficient has led to a decrease in the motivation of employees, resulting in strikes and resistance. The cause for this is mainly the quick follow-up of restructuring programs in which effects of the preceding one did not have time to take effect before already a new program was started. Now let's look at the great opportunities of the very competitive airline market. The growth in the Asia-Pacific region and its already existing partnership with Air China offers great opportunities, but also the existing Star Alliance membership offers chances for further exploration. Finally, what threats we see? It is mainly the strong competition and network carriers and point-to-point airlines, but also the general unpredictability of the market regarding elements such as terrorism, Brexit and trade wars, which all add on to a growing uncertainty. Are you still enjoying your journey? Nice! We now reach our third destination, strategic issue. When we confront the current 7-to-1 program with our SWOT analysis, we come to an important strategic issue. Through our analysis, we have been able to identify the main dynamic capabilities of Lufthansa. Our research then focused on the question how these dynamic capabilities are explicitly addressed in the 7-to-1 program. It's our conclusion that on several aspects the current program does not address these vital elements, making the program incomplete. Especially distressing is the fact that several aspects regarding human capital are not actively addressed. We therefore recommend to focus on these elements to further enrich the program and to really tap into the competitive advantage from Lufthansa, its people. We emphasize that we want to keep the 7-to-1 program in place but add elements. That way the valuable elements from the program that are effective remain in place, but we also make sure that the current gaps are bridged.
Sadly, we have reached our last stop on this journey, recommendations. And the following elements to be added to further enrich the program and to really tap into the competitive advantage of Lufthansa. Its people. Firstly, we make the Lufthansans proud again by creating an overarching goal: fly together. Fly together as a motto to reunite and emphasize that the board realizes that Lufthansa's main advantage are its committed staff. Together, we will go through the necessary changes, which won't always be easy, but surely we will get where we need to go. Secondly, we recommend a communication program for all. That way, all Lufthansans become and feel part of the change. All employees know what is happening and feel heard. For this, we propose to create and share a 7-to-1 program progress report. Next to that, we will have monthly or quarterly town halls where Lufthansans can meet and share their stories and views. We therefore will offer age-related programs and provide job security. Everyone is valuable in contributing to Fly Together, and there will be no redundancies. We will look for a spot if an employee cannot optimally fulfill its potential at a certain job. We believe that with these 3 clear recommendations, Lufthansa can bridge the gaps in its existing 7-to-1 program. Thank you for taking this journey with us, and remember, let's fly together.